You're right. I am Darby's fixer, but I'm not here to hijack anything. Now, when I got on the plane at Heathrow, this was still merely bribery. I've only just learned of the murder charges now as I touched down.
It just means the timing changed, not the motive.
Forget the bombshell the prosecution has just dropped. Let's talk about the bombshell outside your office.
Donna?
She's got a body like Elizabeth Hurley and the sass of Maggie Thatcher.
I went out with Liz. Don't sell her short in the sass department.
Ah, I'm well aware of her sass. 99.
98.
Really? Well, you're obviously a better man than I am.
Don't beat yourself up. You got plenty of company. By the way, before you say anything else, she can hear every word we say. Now, I've got a murder charge to defend, so why don't you tell me why the hell you're really here?
Well, I'm here to oversee culture integration.
Cultural integration.
Standard part of the merger, been on the books for 2 weeks.
And why do you need me?
Well, smoothing over these transitional periods is never easy. It's not child's play. You're an influencer here. People listen to you. I want you to help them listen to me.
I get it. You want me to pave the way for you. Here's the thing. I don't pave the way for people. People pave the way for me.
I get it. Stay clear of you and I'll get along just fine.
Welcome to New York.
Thank you. Harvey, to what do I owe the pleasure of this lunch?
I wanted to thank you for the check.
Oh, I thought that'd change your attitude.
It did. In fact, you gave something to me. I want to give something to you.
What is it?
It's a hotel bill. I paid it. Then I checked you out.
Hope you left housekeeping a hefty gratuity.
You're not here to deliver checks or make smooth transitions. And if you're not going to tell me the truth, you don't need to be here at all.
Well, it's going to make it extremely difficult for me to help you take over the firm from Jessica. I know about your deal with Edward. He sent me here to help.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, you told me Miss Moneypenny was listening. I didn't know whether you wanted her to hear.
So you're here to help me take over the firm from Jessica? What exactly does that mean?
You know what it means.
I don't need you babysitting me on this case.
I'm not a babysitter. I'm a fixer. I'm here to help you. Now, why would you turn that down?
What's to stop you from using this to take over the firm from me?
I'm not like you. I don't care to have my name on the door.
So you're here just to help me. You don't need anything in return.
Your car club has a pair of mint 1956 Porsche Speedsters.
You want to drive one?
I want to race you.
Harvey, fancy meeting you here.
Cameron, you keep showing up unannounced, and I'm not sure why. I can meet you anytime, anywhere, because I'm not afraid of you.
Well, you should be. I've got 5 witnesses who placed the colonel that your client bribed at the scene of those murders. You want evidence? Here it is. See you in court. We can schedule it for any time, anywhere.
You still don't want my help?
No, I don't. I don't trust you.
I'm not telling you to trust me. I'm telling you that this is what Darby wants.
Well, Darby isn't here. I'd call you a lying son of a bitch, but you were true to your word.
Yeah, what was that?
You're not like me.
I didn't hijack your client, Harvey.
Oh, no, you waited for her to fire me, and then you swooped in with an illegal fix.
You're wrong.
You gonna look me in the eye and tell me you didn't just meet with her about bribing those witnesses?
That's exactly what I met with her about. She asked me if I was willing, and I said I was. I also told her that in this particular situation, it'd be counterproductive.
You looked into Cameron Dennis.
If she bribes those witnesses, he'll be lying in wait.
And that's what you told her.
Yeah, amongst other things.
You told her to stick with the lawyer she picked in the first place.
More or less. Harvey, listen, I told you, you don't have to trust me, okay? But Darby does.
And Darby wants this win.
Therefore, so do I.
I'm guessing you think that means that I owe you.
No, I think it means you're going to pay me.
I lost Ava her company. I assume my deal with Edward is dead.
Well, Edward doesn't see it like that. You may have failed, but Jessica took a shot at her own team.
The consequences of that are what?
Deal stays in place, as long as you win a murder trial.
What if my plan is to not even have a murder trial?
Well, as long as you don't accomplish that by having Ava plead guilty, you'll be the next managing partner.
Good, because I'm going to accomplish it by getting Cameron Dennis thrown off this case for colluding with Tony Giannopoulos.
And how are you going to accomplish that?
By suing Tony Giannopoulos.
For what?
For this, or this, and or that.
Yep, that's good.
It is.
Yeah.
But I can do better.
No way.
$5,000 says I can.
$10,000 says you can't.
Excellent.
What's your idea?
Well, it requires you to take me with you to see Mr. Giannopoulos.
Mike?
Yeah.
You're off the case.
What? Wait, no, you're gonna let him get away with that?
I have to. I just took a bet. There's no going back on a bet.
Okay, what if I bet him that my idea is better then? Can I come?
You gonna pony up $10,000?
Best of luck, guys. Hope it works out.
He's not gonna come.
He will.
You pushed his assistant.
I charmed her.
You didn't.
He's right. You didn't. She was irritated. But I was curious.
Works for me.
You know what they say about curiosity.
I get it. I come after Hessington Oil, you come after me. Well, bring it on, boys. I got a team of lawyers just itching to take your lunch money.
Well, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use them. He's not going to sue you here.
He's gonna sue you in London, where you have countless holdings.
Where the burden of proof isn't on the plaintiff, it's on the defendant.
So, instead of us having to prove you're guilty, you'll have to prove you're innocent.
Doesn't look very innocent.
So you guys think I'm gonna run scared at the prospect of losing a little money? I'm a corporate raider. This is a $50,000 bond. You see, I'm not in this business for the money. Money's just about keeping score. I'm in this business to win.
Well, here's the thing, Tony. This trial's gonna take a while. You'll be going to hearing after hearing, deposition after deposition.
You won't be able to enjoy your business at all.
So even if you win, you'll lose.
Or
All right, I could withdraw the suit.
And all that'll cost you is the truth, that you colluded with Cameron Dennis.
but I didn't collude shit.
Yes, you did. When you let him leak you that video of Ava Hessington, then tried to use it to take over Hessington Oil.
How'd it go with Giannopoulos?
Well, it's not a pushover, but I think we have a good plan.
So it went well.
Yeah, it went well. And since when are you?
I'm sleeping with Steven.
I can see that.
You can see that? That's all you have to say?
Do you want me to say more?
Oh, it depends on what you would say.
I'd say when.
3 days ago.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I was going to, but you got so upset when you thought I was working for him.
It's because you work for me.
Well, I'm not working for him.
Good.
So you're not upset?
No. What you're doing with him is personal.
And this isn't?
Donna, I don't want to make this a thing.
I don't either. I just want to make sure that it doesn't become a thing.
It won't, as long as you don't let that affect this.
Okay.
Congratulations, Harvey. I had no idea Jessica was planning this.
What do you want, Stephen?
I hear Cameron got a witness.
He did. What do you want?
I'm just checking to see if there's anything I can do to help.
There isn't.
Cheers. I need to speak with you.
Okay, let's talk on the way up.
No, I prefer to speak out here. I know that Cameron's offered Harvey a deal.
All right, I'm not going behind Harvey's back.
I don't want you to go behind his back. I want you to go to his face.
Do what? It wasn't a deal, it was an insult.
It was an opening. Now, he wouldn't have offered anything if he wasn't willing to negotiate. Maybe we can get him down to 5 years.
That's exactly what he wants, to put Ava in a position where she has to choose between 5 years and life.
No, it's a better position than she's in now.
He wouldn't have offered anything at all if he wasn't bluffing, right? We're not going to fall for that bluff.
Well, then Harvey's making a mistake.
Then take it up with Harvey.
You know as well as I do, Harvey is not interested in anything I've got to say at the moment.
You think Harvey's making this call because of what's going on between you and Donna?
It's clouding his judgment.
How about this?
Right now, Harvey cannot see reason with respect to Cameron. He can't hear reason with respect to me. Now, you have a chance to convince him to make a deal, Mike. Put yourself in Ava Hessenden's shoes. Would you want that choice or not?
Donna, I need you to... Where the hell's Donna?
I don't know. I was waiting for her myself.
Wait somewhere else.
Harvey, listen.
No, don't Harvey me. You went to my guy about my case behind my back, so what you need to do now is stay out of my face. I need a minute alone with Stephen.
Is it just a minute, or do I need to get a cab?
It won't take long, but the rest is up to you.
Well, I'm guessing you're not here to join us for dessert.
You called Colonel Mariga.
Yeah. I called him. Called him to find out what Cameron Dennis had offered him and to suggest that he could do better.
You mean you called him to offer him a bribe?
Doesn't matter. Dennis was bluffing. He never had him in the first place.
He didn't, but he does now. Because of you.
You're saying he traced my call,
You're damn right I am.
and you're angry with me.
You're supposed to be looking out for Ava. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that you were working for Cameron Dennis.
And by the way, the man is in hiding. His own country can't find him. How the hell did you?
Same way you would. You know people here. I know people everywhere.
Well, calling those people just screwed us.
I called them Harvey because you were doing nothing.
I was doing nothing because he had nothing. And then I had the tape thrown out, and he had less than nothing. Then he threw a Hail Mary, and you just caught it.
If he found Mariga by tapping my phones, the judge will throw him out.
You think we're gonna be able to prove that that's how he found him?
You want to carry on yelling at me, or shall we fix this?
You know, I've had about enough of your fixer crap, okay? You didn't fix shit. You broke it wide open.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I'm here to tell you that if I hear your name around my case again, I am gonna beat the shit out of you.
Watch what you're doing.
I wasn't actually moving.
Yeah, well, I don't actually care.
Donna, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Hey, Donna.
I don't want to talk about it, okay? You'll tell Harvey, he'll get furious.
I won't tell Harvey.
Yeah, another promise.
Donna.
He just couldn't keep his nose out of it.
Who couldn't keep his nose out of what?
Stephen got Mariga's deposition. You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm done with him anyway.
I'm so sorry. Donna, where's Harvey?
He's with Jessica.
Where? They're not in her office.
They're on the roof.
Okay, get them down here right now.
Mike, what's wrong?
I said now.
Mike, what's wrong?
I know why Stephen needed to know what Mariga said in his deposition.
Why?
He was afraid that Mariga would tell the truth. Stephen was the one who ordered those killings. Emmanuel Mariga, 20 years ago at the University of Cape Town as an econ major. Always had a head for business. He was also on the rugby team. You know who else played rugby?
Stephen Huntley.
Stephen's record from Cambridge included a semester abroad at the University of Cape Town. That year's team, they had a hell of a season.
They're still a team.
Darby was clear. Whenever he has a problem, Stephen's the one he sends in to fix it.
And Ava's problem was his problem, so when she came to him to get her pipeline built,
He went to Stephen.
You want to know what it took to set up those murders? One phone call to Mariga from the offices of Darby International, from Stephen Huntley's London office.
from there, Mariga calls Nick, Nick calls Ava, and the whole thing is set in motion.
They thought they were paying for a bribe, but they were actually paying for murder.
And they never knew the connection.
And when Ava's about to be charged for murder, Stephen shows up to make sure we'd never find out.
I'm so sorry, Harvey.
Harvey. Harvey, what are you gonna do?
defense calls Stephen Huntley to the stand.
What has Stephen Huntley got to do with this?
Harvey knows what he's doing.
Is this what you wanted to sell me? A lawyer from your own goddamn firm?
You want to put away the bad guy? I'm about to hand him to you on a silver platter. Mr. Huntley, did you work at the law firm headed by Edward Darby last year?
Yes.
Did Mr. Darby ask you to solve any problems for Hessington Oil regarding their pipeline and the EIR?
I decline to answer under my Fifth Amendment rights.
The right against self-incrimination. How long have you known Colonel Mariga?
I decline to answer.
Is it true that you went to school with him at the University of Cape Town?
I decline to answer.
Well, let me refresh your memory. You were teammates on a championship rugby team.
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
The witness is hostile, Your Honor.
Hostile? They work at the same law firm.
He was fired yesterday.
Gentlemen, approach.
He's making things up to create reasonable doubt.
I'm bringing things up so you'll see the truth. The only thing tying Ava to this is Mariga's testimony. You only have Mariga because you tapped Stephen's phone.
That's a ridiculous accusation.
Cameron, please. Why did he call him? How did he call him?
Enough. You're on a short leash, Mr. Specter. The gentleman invoked his rights.
Mr. Huntley, did you meet with your old friend Emmanuel Mariga and direct him to kill the opponent of Hessington Oil's pipeline without Ava Hessington's knowledge?
I decline to answer.
I have no further questions.
Mr. Dennis, do you have any questions? Mr. Dennis?
Mr. Huntley, until you were let go, you worked at the same firm as Mr. Specter, correct?
Yes.
And his job today is to give this jury cause to doubt that his client is a murderer?
Yes.
In your experience, is pointing the finger at someone else a good strategy?
It can be an excellent strategy.
And why do you think that Mr. Specter is pointing the finger at you?
Well, maybe it has something to do with the fact that a few weeks ago, Miss Hessington approached me and asked me to bribe witnesses who were about to testify against her, and I refused. And if you think I'm lying under oath, then please ask Mr. Specter. He knows that's the truth.
And a woman who bribes witnesses against her is not innocent.
Objection.
Withdrawn. One last thing. Did the defendant ask you to arrange a meeting with Colonel Mariga where she would pay him millions of dollars in exchange for killing opponents of her pipeline?
I decline to answer.
Can't blame a guy for trying. No further questions.
I instructed Stephen Huntley to do whatever it took to get Ava her pipeline, and I told him to do it behind her back.
So you authorized these murders?
Absolutely not. When I heard people had been killed, I confronted him immediately.
And what did he say?
He didn't care that he'd resorted to murder. His job was to get things done.
You just admitted to being an accessory after the fact.
No, he didn't.
I get it. Off the record. What do you want?
Edward pleads to obstruction of justice, 5 years probation.
You dropped the charges against Ava.
And he testifies at Stephen Huntley's murder trial.
And why would I swap out Ava for her minion?
Cameron, you gave us that offer for a reason. You're at the finish line. You can taste the win, but it's not 100%. And you know it, because you're still banking on an admitted murder with an incentive to lie. I'm giving you a respected lawyer with an incentive to keep his mouth shut. You know who has a better chance at getting you a win.
Draw up the paperwork.
Thought you never wanted to see me again.
I thought about what you said.
What about the kind of business your firm does?
Yes. And I realized that maybe you're not as bad as I said you were.
No.
No. You're much worse. Harvey and Cameron made a deal to take you down, and part of that deal was that I got to be the one to tell you about it.
I meant to when I said I never meant to hurt you.
And I meant it when I said that you make me sick.